The highly anticipated 2026 World Cup Group I matchup guarantees a massive, high-intensity collision between two completely distinct footballing philosophies. On one side, France enters the tournament as an expected global juggernaut. They boast world-class talent at every single position and an attacking squad depth that few nations can rival. On the other side, Senegal arrives as an African powerhouse. They rely on rigid defensive discipline, elite physical strength, and a fighting spirit that routinely frustrates top-tier opponents. This is a collision of methods, pitting a side that demands to dictate every minute of play against a side that prefers to wait for a single fatal mistake. To predict who advances, we have to look past the individual player rosters and examine exactly how these two tactical systems are designed to dismantle one another. France operates with a proactive, possession-heavy strategy. They demand the ball, preferring to dictate the exact tempo from the opening whistle. Their primary method of attack relies on establishing absolute control of the midfield. Once they have the ball, they apply sustained, high-speed pressure in order to force the opposing defense to crack. Looking at this overhead tactical pitch view, we see France relies on a high press, a system where the entire team pushes aggressively forward into the opponent's half. The goal is to trap the opposing players deep in their own territory and suffocate their passing options. But look at the massive amount of undefended space left entirely open behind those advancing French defenders. France's relentless forward momentum creates a glaring geographic vulnerability on the pitch. That exact empty space is what their opponent is built to exploit. Senegal plays a fiercely reactive style. They are highly comfortable operating without possession and never need to hold the ball to control the match. They utilize a highly disciplined, compact defensive structure. They absorb the wave of French attacks through physical strength and strict positioning. The match will hinge on the transition, the split second when an attacking team makes a mistake and violently loses the ball in a dangerous area. This tactical diagram shows Senegal's ultimate weapon, the counterattack. The moment they force a turnover, they launch a long pass instantly, targeting that empty space left behind by the French defense, while their forwards sprint past the trapped attackers. Senegal's strategy relies entirely on perfectly executing this rapid transition in the chaotic seconds immediately following a French error. This turns the 90 minutes into a tense staring contest. The winner will be whichever side forces the other out of their preferred tactical rhythm. Based on raw probabilities, France's overwhelming depth gives them a distinct statistical edge. This visualization shows exactly how the baseline predictions shake out. France holds a dominant 55 to 60% chance of winning, compared to Senegal's 25 to 30%. Factoring in their extensive World Cup experience, the expected outcome points to a 2-1 French victory. However, these statistics are fragile. They cannot account for the sudden psychological shifts triggered by unexpected events on the pitch. In football, the tactical reality of a match is dictated by the game state, meaning the current scoreline constantly determines how aggressively each team plays. If Senegal successfully springs their trap and scores the first goal, the dynamic of the entire match flips instantly. Trailing in the game state forces France to abandon caution. They must launch increasingly desperate, hyper-aggressive attacks, which creates even larger pockets of undefended space for Senegal's lethal counters. The question is whether France will maintain their discipline, or if Senegal can execute the perfect historic upset. The contest moves beyond simple athleticism. It is a high-speed chess match where the timing of a single transition will dictate who makes World Cup history.